Hello, YouTube. We are back with our, I guess, finals round of Dean's this past weekend. We've got a little bit of a treat for you here in a yellow vaccine mirror. And I'm joined tonight by Arby, who is kind of continuing his journey as the highwayman.
I'm the second coming of the highwayman. I don't know if that's the third or the fourth time he's come around these parts, but
we're just taking we're taking laps at this point. We're just taking laps.
Yeah.
But TJ is back. He is alive. We found the man.
We broke him out of prison in Japan.
It was a high stakes raid, but we made it.
The prison arc is complete.
He is recovering from his trip, but he is looking forward to getting back on the commentary train for you all. So for everybody clamoring for the return of the TJ, it will be back soon, we promise.
Yeah.
But like I said, this matchup will be a double yellow vaccine. So we've got Garret playing his version on the left, going up against Bill, playing his version on the right. And before we jump into like the logistical stuff, like I'm just happy for Bill here. Like he has been like a true like day one like yellow vaccine, like rain, shine, he doesn't care. Like he will play this deck to death. And he's been doing really well with it lately. So just happy for him to be just kind of enjoying himself over here.
He's playing so much of this deck, so many different variants, but I think he's found one that's starting to work for him.
Yeah. So it should be a good matchup. We will have once again our socials linked in the video description below. It'll be in our link tree. We've got our Twitter, our Instagram, our Discord, and our 2 TCG and YouTube memberships. As I've said in the previous 2 videos, our box tournament is live right now. Signups are officially ready to go on Best Coast Pairings. I will link the event page in the video description below. We are capping it at 64 players, so try to get your tickets sooner rather than later. We're really excited to host this for you guys. And we want to make it a good event and a good experience for everybody. So, hopefully you guys are excited because we definitely are. And we look forward to seeing some of you play in the tournament and we can kind of catch some games with you guys. Yeah, for sure. And without further ado, let's hop into the round over here. All right. So we see Garret hatch a Kyaromon.
Yeah. And then falls into Kudo. And then, ooh, spicy.
The aggression is there.
Bulk, yeah.
I mean, I initially had not put in Bulkmon in my build when I first started playing this deck, but then the more I thought about it, the more I'm just like, that guy is actually really good. Just really good for early aggression.
I want to highlight Bill's play here. It's pretty standard, but come on, the man had a Patamon, plays the TK, and then puts the Angemon in at the bottom of security. Oh my god, that is like the perfect turn 1.
You know what makes it even more perfect?
Yeah.
They are all alt-arted. The alt-art TK, alt-Pata, and the alt-Angie.
That could be my alt-Pata and alt-TK that I told her.
And then we see Bulk unfortunately die because it did not have jamming. But did get a check in, and then Garret just ended up passing turn with a Pata. Bill did the play that you were saying, which was promote Pata, go into Angie.
Come puts a
vaccine on. I believe so, yeah. And then gains 2 memory off of the TK and Pata.
Have the...
Oh no. So we see a emissary to go into a Magna Angie. Recovers 1 since he has a TK in play, and then
still has 3 memory.
Which was more than he started with.
His Kyaro does have jamming. Oh.
Okay, well, there it is.
He'll have to look for the Seraphi, which he does find.
Swing with jam. Okay, hits a Kari. Not bad, not bad.
And then just digivolves into the Seraphi to get rid of the Pata.
Recovers 1, and he's sitting in a pretty good spot here.
Yep.
Remind me, so Kari is the memory setter, and I believe she allows you to neg a security check on something, right?
Kari, yeah. So what Kari does when an effect trashes it, one of the opponent's Digimon gains security -1, and then when effects remove cards from your security, you can suspend it to get something.
So what he ended up doing was just played out a Andromon Ace, which is a spicy new tech from BT-15, trash top card security to proc Kari's effect, I believe, on the Seraphi, and then use Andromon's effect to proc the deletion onto the Kuda that was on board. A pretty solid play.
Yeah, I mean he has something on board. Unfortunately, I think
Oh
that
God, Bill.
Yeah, Bill playing the TK means that he does
skyrocket up and then pops the Andromon.
Yeah, it gives the Andromon -7. And it's a little hard here because we see that Garret doesn't have anything in back to really counter this, and Bill's staring at him with a Seraphi. But he's got he's got a Patamon in the back.
Oh no! Oh no! It just decides
it's a scoop. Yeah,
which I mean, at that point is fair. Like I don't think unless security was like super cracked. Even then, though, I think you've lost enough momentum there where it's probably just better to go into game 2.
Yeah, I think the only way that he could have gotten out of there was to have an Angemon get rid of like the Gatomon, or a Magna Angemon Ace to get rid of the Gatomon. Use Kari to give the Seraphi another -1, and then like pray that he doesn't die next turn if he has in raising. But it didn't look like it looks like he just couldn't find a second.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think. Oh God, Bill.
Here's all options.
I think one thing that, at least for me, for Yellow Vaccine, that at least my experience with it was that I think the deck is really fun. I think it's really flexible, really adaptable. But of all the decks that we have, I feel like the Ace cards actually do play a pretty key role into your stacks and into your game plan. And more often than not, you're either hard playing your aces because like Magnet Ace is cracked, and like now you're also having to play like Angie Ace. You're also more often than not digivolving into these ace cards too, and with how much removal there is going on, I feel like it almost ends up hurting the deck to some degree as well. Because of the overflow giving your opponent so much memory. Like I remember, before we get into the commentary, like I remember playing at Nats, like I played against a Yellow Vaccine player in like a side tournament, and he had like double Magnet Aces on board, and I just like bounced 2 and like gained 6 memory.
Yeah, it's a swingy deck because I think a lot of your level 5 options are the ace cards. They're some of the strongest cards that Yellow Vaccine's ever seen printed. It's just that you're definitely right. When those are gone, you pass over a lot of memory. It could mean the difference between that one turn where you either win or your opponent just knocks you out of the game entirely.
Yeah.
We see Bill going to an Emissary.
Oh gosh.
Going to Seraphi. Garret preemptively says goodbye. Yes, I know where this is going. Bill swing 2 checks.
Training. Okay.
Yeah. Garret having the training on board is pretty good for him.
Oh my God. Have mercy.
Yeah. Raise the bulk.
Now, I think Garret is down to 2 security because we saw Seraphi check for 2, and I think he played a TK, right? And he couldn't put anything back. Is that why he was down to 4 that turn? Or did I miss something? My monkey brain was rambling about different crap. I wasn't paying attention to the actual commentary.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Because I don't think Bill swung yet. So I think, I think he just...
Why you gotta do this to me? My memory's already bad. You know this.
But we do see an Angie Ace come out to at least get rid of the bulk. Does tap 2 TKs because essentially you trash a card and then recover off of Andromon's effect to tap 2 TKs. You use Matamamon's effect to bring out a Bulkmon, which will attempt to swing for 2 checks.
It has Rush. Oh.
It does have Rush off of Matama's effect as well. Does die on the second check, but I mean, mission accomplished from that little guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Training for 2. Puts the Angelomon Ace back
into hand and then Magna to bottom deck.
Interesting. Can he get rid of this?
Can he get rid of the Seraphi?
Seraphi.
Magna Ace, and
Recover.
then chooses to just pass turn. Okay. Which, I mean, is fair. You at least give yourself that extra security. We know that Seraphi won't have jamming, and there's no rookie in the back. So, like, Bill could choose to just kind of keep the big guy on board.
Bill just has this one stack, and, you know, but he has the Magnet. So, kill the...
So he could choose to do a couple things, right? Because he could distribute it, and okay, so he does choose to pop the Mitama.
He has to use one on. He has to use both effects to delete one, right?
Right. But just choose to delete the Mitama. Does gain memory off of the Andromon's Ace, the Overflow, and
Back to 3.
yeah, he's back at 3, and unfortunately now security's all gone. So Pata, unless we can find a way to recover, is just gonna kind of be a moot point.
Yeah.
And then we choke to 1 with another Seraphi.
But there's 2 TKs on board and a physical training. But we see it used on the Bulkmon.
Yeah.
I think that.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. Okay, so then you -7 on the Seraphi that's suspended. You can choose to swing over it.
Swing into it, gain memory back.
Yeah.
Bill will recover. Or no.
That's the Gato. This barrier.
The barrier Gato. Let's go.
Here I am shitting on barriers and mechanic, and here it is. Well, there you go. Barrier in action for you guys. Look at that. Look at that. Garret decides to Andromon Ace to trash top card of security. Remaining DP is gone off of the Seraphi, so gains memory. Recovers 1, swings, and then goes into Venus. Okay. All right.
Well, very solid. All Bill's Digimon get minus security attack -1, and then Digimon with security attack
modifiers can't swing into it. So okay. Well, not bad, Garret. Not bad.
Yeah.
All right,
He
so
get rid of that last security, but I think he probably wants to get rid of that Seraphi.
probably. I think that's a safe bet for sure.
We just don't know if he doesn't really have the memory to do so.
And then I think Bill was pretty, fortunate there too to kind of hit a Pata and TK off of the Kuda, which allows him to play the TK out to kind of set up for next turn as well. So unless
Garret does have a chance here.
He does.
On board. That Seraphi will always have a security modifier on it. So it can't just swing into.
Well, it will have a security modifier if Bill chooses to proc Pata effect, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even if he did, I think it's still okay, right? Because at this point, Bill can just swing, and he should be okay. So I think Garret has to win here, or at least find a way to just deal with the board.
Yeah, has to have a way to. He'll go ahead and swing. Doesn't look. His hand's looking really unfortunate right now. We'll go ahead and swing with. Physical training. Not what you want to see.
Not what you want to see. Yeah. Goes ahead. He's already preemptively taking the security hit, but Bill's gonna just kind of do his due diligence, play out effects.
Yep.
Gain all the stuff, swing with the Kuda, and then go ahead swing with Seraphi.
Yep.
And that'll do it. Solid, real solid. I think that was real clean by Bill. I think Garret was a bit unfortunate in sort of like just bricked up hands.
Couldn't find the rookie in the first game
Yeah.
fast enough, and didn't have removal options or enough level 5s to get rid of the things that were on Bill's field, but well played by both players. Kind of got to see a lot of the back and forth that happens between Yellow Vaccine, especially in the mirror.
Yeah.
But
And also too, like the difference in like expressibility too. I mean, I see Bill's build is pretty like consistent. Like he hasn't changed a whole lot, I feel like, outside of the Gatos. But we see Garret kind of utilizing the like Kari Angelmon package, which is interesting.
yeah,
I think Kari as a tamer is like okay, but I think it's nice to kind of see it try to be squeezed in. I think as we get more support, like with Kentaros and stuff, that can definitely come back into play. But yeah, it's nice to see different builds.
and it was interesting. It did like let him survive for a couple turns just based off his recovery.
Mm-hmm.
And the crafting, using the Andrewomon.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard. It's the deck has, it doesn't have a whole lot of space.
Right.
I just don't know if it does enough, or if you're not trashing like your cards from the top of security.
Yeah. I feel like Yellow Vaccine still is a very, at least in certain iterations of it, it's a very responsive, like on the back foot sort of deck. And if it becomes too much of an overpowering like one direction, then you're sort of like, there's only so much you can pivot,
Yeah, the security -1 can only get you so much.
Right. But yeah, well played by both. Congrats to Bill for taking the locals that week. I believe he ended up just winning it all and taking first place. So congrats. Thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, please do check out our box tournament link. If you're free and want to sign up and have a chance to win some nice shiny cardboard, this is your best chance. Also will be good regionals practice for those planning on partaking in regionals that are coming up later that month and into April.
There's a couple coming up.
Yep. So hopefully you guys can sign up for it, and hopefully we can catch you guys there. Thank you for watching the video and always tuning in. The support is always appreciated, and we appreciate. We do. But yeah, that wraps it up, and we'll see ya on that flippy flip. Bye-bye.
Bye.